What's up, guys? Alex from Swammer Fishing here. All right, today is going to be the start of a new series. This is going to be called the Budget Angling Starter Kit series. Nothing against monthly boxes. They're really great. You can definitely get stuff to help, like new lures to help expand what you're doing. But sometimes I find like I don't really want to fish that stuff. That's not quite what I'm looking for. So what I did was, for different lures and techniques, I went to Tackle Warehouse. I spent $50 because that's how you get free shipping. And I put together these like starter kits for different baits and techniques. If you guys like this video, definitely like, subscribe, hit the bell, and share this out. But in this one, we're gonna cover swim jigs. Swim jigs I've been utterly obsessed with all year. I feel like I've got a good grasp on how to use them. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna kind of talk about when and where to use swim jigs. We're gonna go through everything I have in this box. Again, $50 is all I spent. And then I'm gonna put links down below where you can get all of this stuff on Tackle Warehouse. All right, let's dig in. All right, so for this swim jigs box, I'm gonna give you 4 different swim jigs from 2 different companies, and then about 3 to 4 different kind of trailers that are gonna be inside. I'm gonna show close-ups of all the gear down below as I kind of talk about them. But again, a reminder, this is just $50, free shipping, and let's dig into it. Let's talk about where we're gonna throw swim jigs. Swim jigs, I feel like excel in grass. A lot of people like to throw a chatterbait in grass. I prefer to throw the swim jig. My waters are pretty pressured. I feel like it's a little more subtle presentation. When you pop that thing out of the grass, it just makes them just go crazy. You can also throw them up against wood cover, any kind of cover. You wanna throw these things like into the middle of it, get it in there, and then run it out. Also like to run these things kind of parallel to the shore, see if anything's deep, orienting to where that shoreline is, looking for a bait fish. They'll come and hit it there. I find that works really well in the tidal water that I'm at. So that's where I would throw them. Again, this isn't gonna be super in-depth, and a disclaimer, I am not a pro, I'm not an expert. I'm just a guy who really got into swim jigs this year. And I feel like there's not a lot of options for videos out there that just kind of break it down in a small budget angling kind of view. So for the jigs that we got, like I said, 4 jigs, 2 different companies. So the first one, we've got a 1/4 ounce 6 cents Divine swim jig. And this one's gonna be in Pro Blue. This is a great swim jig to mimic shad and a lot of other bait fish. It's 1/4, so this thing's gonna be able to run on top of whatever your cover you're throwing into. So if you're gonna throw this thing into the grass, this thing, I like to throw it just kind of skipping over the top of that grass. So I really like that one. Next one from 6 cents is gonna be the 3/8 ounce swim jig. And this one's in a sunfish spawn. I like a good bluegill imitator, brim imitator. The 3/8 ounce is gonna let you get this down lower. It's gonna stay down in the water column a lot easier. For these, I like to cast them out, let it sink, and then kind of pop it up and then slow roll this thing off the bottom. Both really good swim jigs, pretty stout hooks. I've never had any issue with any of their hooks. Great weed guard on them, all of that. So these are really good. I highly recommend them. And then next up, we've got 2 3/8 ounce jigs. So these are from Beast Coast. These are the Gorilla swim jigs. So I like these ones. They have a definite stouter hook. So depending on the cover that you're getting into, if you're going for a thicker cover, and like we talked about, we want to throw these things into that grass, into that cover. If it gets real thick, your pads, this is what I would throw the Beast Coast one. Definitely a stiffer hook. They also have like a marabou flash on it, which I really like. I find it gives it just another look for the fish, and usually in darker water, I'm gonna throw the Beast Coast one. So I have 2 of them. I've got one in Toxic Bug and the other one in Bruised. Toxic Bug is just a green June bug, and the Bruised is a black and blue. Again, these are both Beast Coast Gorilla swim jigs. The head design's a little different on the Beast Coast ones, but it's a really good head design. It gets through cover really well. I find it gets through like thick cover, like your lily pads, a lot better. So those are the 2 brands. There's plenty of other brands, but these are the 2 I really like, and you could even tie your own skirts. I do that on a lot of them too. But 6 cents Divine swim jig, and then if you're getting a little thicker, Beast Coast Gorilla swim jigs. Let's talk about some trailers though that go with them. All right, for trailers, there's like 2 schools of thought I figured out. And one of them is going to be using a paddle tail. swim bait on the back of those swim jigs. And the other one's gonna be used like a craw or creature style. I like to use both of them. I think they both have a really good application. Pretty much on the white ones that swim jigs that I use, like we talked about, that Pro Blue from 6 Cents, I'm gonna use a light colored or bright colored, either way, swim bait. These are the Xzone Lures 4-inch Swammers. These are new to me. I didn't get into these until late in the season. I really like these. I think they've got a great action. I was throwing them on a Kitech, and Kitechs are absolutely great. Their action is insane. These ones have almost the same action, but a lot more durability. So the Swammers, highly recommend them. They're really great. So I've got some in that chartreuse pearl color. And then I also like them in this this perch color, this brim kind of style color. I think that works really paired up really well with our brim colored swim jigs. And again, these, same thing, throw them into that cover, throw them up against that wood, throw them into that grass, into those pads, and just kind of rip and swim this thing through it. And so with our $50 budget, we've got those 4 jigs and then 3 packs of these Xzone Swammers, 2 in the perch color and then 1 in the chartreuse. I find why I bought 2 in the perch color is I have pickerel in my area, maybe you have pike, but I find with the bluegill style color paddle tails, they get bit off the tails a lot more than some of the other colors. So I picked up 2 of those. Again, this is all gonna fit our $50 budget. Okay, then the other school of thought when it comes to these trailers is that like craw creature style. I prefer to use the Strike Team Raised Tail Menace Scrub, standard size. These work great. The trick with these is to rig them vertical. So you want your flappers, because they're gonna kick like this, right? You want them to kick like this with your hook point exposed up this way to kick like that. I feel like that mimics your bluegill a lot better and your other smaller fish. So with these, I'm gonna go more natural. I'm not gonna go with the whites or anything like that. So with these, I like to go either dark or natural colors. I don't like white for the Menaces. Some people have luck with them. I personally don't. So for these 2, we're gonna go real natural with a watermelon red flake. And the other one I like is the black neon. With these, especially the black neon, that's gonna be better for like stained water and then really getting into the thick stuff. So definitely pick those up. And remember, key again on these ones is to rig them like this, not like this. Okay, and then finally, so again, we got 2 packs of those in that $50 budget. And finally, I kind of like to throw a weird one in here. And this is kind of away from some of the conventional thinking. I'm sure people use this. Like, I'm no trendsetter here when it comes to it, right? But I like the Big Bike Baits Kamikaze Swimon. This is a 4.2. It's got the body and kind of profile of a paddle tail swim bait, but then it does have those kicking tails, kind of like a Menace scrub. So it's a little bit of both. If you want to elongate or elongate your presentation, maybe not add as much bulk to it, I think this is a great option. They're really good, and I got these in June Bug Candy. These are, I'm kind of gonna use these when I want a little bit more thump, a little bit more presence in murky water. All right, guys, so that was my intro to swim jigs. Again, all of this, $50. So you're gonna get 4 swim jigs, 6 different trailers for them. Definitely pick colors. I told you guys the colors that I like for my waters. You could try those out, or if you have some standby colors that you know work well where you fish, just substitute those in. But just to reiterate there, you wanna go with a white, a natural, and a dark, like black or June bug color. So I hope you guys like this. Definitely like, subscribe, comment. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll try to answer them. And we'll see you guys next time. Tie lines.